everybody. It's the second installment of Tooth Talk Tuesday with Carmel Pediatric Dentistry. Last month we talked about toothpaste, everything you could want to know and more about toothpaste. This time we're taking it up a notch and we're talking about toothbrushes. How exciting! So we're gonna go through different types of toothbrushes, and then we're gonna talk about toothbrushing technique, because if you're like me, you know that brushing kids' teeth is not always easy or fun. So I'm gonna show you what I do with my own kids at home to get their teeth as clean as possible. I mean, I could teach you and show you what they taught us in dental school, but I know that's probably not realistic for a lot of us. So I'm gonna show you how to do the best job at home with your kids. If your kids are like mine too, they probably think they can brush their teeth themselves, whether they're 2 or 3 or 5 or 6. They want to do it themselves and they think they can do it themselves. According to the AAPD, until kids can write their name in cursive, which is usually around 3rd or 4th grade, they really don't have the manual dexterity, the hand skills to be doing the best job brushing. So even though your kids think they can do it themselves and want to do it themselves, they still need your help. So what I do with my kids at home is I let them have a turn, and then I get a turn at night before they go to bed. So in the morning I let them do a little bit more themselves. At night before they go to bed, the most important time, I get to get in there and brush and floss. So first we're going to start with my 2-year-old. He's a squirmy one. He doesn't love getting his toothbrush. I'm sure like a lot of your 2-year-olds. So I'll show you how I overcome that at my house. Okay, so this is my 5-year-old. He's newly 5 today. Doesn't he look taller and bigger? His birthday today. We're doing some special toothbrush birthday party here. So as you can see, I like to stand behind him and have him lift his chin up so I can see in here. Trust me, it hasn't always been this easy, so your kids will get there as they get older. But have them open really big and stand behind him, and you're going to be able to see those bottom surfaces a lot better. Obviously, we want to be brushing the inside, back by the tongue, the biting surfaces all the way around, and then trying to get on the outside by their gums. That's a really tricky spot. But this is a much better approach. Also, it's easier to see the top ones. You can lift this lip up, get right along the gum line, get all the way to the back here. This is just a better view and better control of their head. With him, I like to pretend like we're chasing sugar bugs around. We'll say, oh, I see one hiding over here. Oh, it ran over here to the corner. Oh, it jumped up to the top. It's running all around. I gotta chase it around. Oh, he's in the corner. I got him. So that type of thing, pretty quick and easy. Better than going at him like this. Turn towards me, Nils. Open. When I'm going at him this way, I just can't see everything quite as well. So having them stand with their head up behind you, you're gonna get a lot better access. Thank you. Hi everybody. All right, this is my 2-year-old, Knox. My assistant Andrea is helping me out today. So I get a lot of questions from parents about little kids. How do I brush their teeth at home? Trust me, my 2-year-old does not always lay still like this, but doing this is called a lap to lap. So one adult or parent gets to hold arms and legs over here. The other one gets to do the toothbrushing. Again, head's kind of in my lap so I can see better and control better. So even if he's wiggling and squirming and putting up a little bit of a fight, we have extra hands here to help. So, all right, put your toothbrush right down here. Ready? We're gonna brush. We sing, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. I like to sing songs, do ABCs, do counting when I'm doing his teeth. Makes him know, helps him know how much longer it's gonna take, and sometimes just distracting to help him calm down. So I'm lifting up this top lip to get right along that gum line up there. That's a tricky spot to get. Getting the back side of the teeth all the way to the back molars and trying to get that toothbrush right along the gum line all the way around. As you can see, we do this a lot at our house, so he's kind of used to it by now. So don't be worried if your kids put up a fight at first. If they're putting up a little bit of a fight, that probably means you're doing a good job, so keep at it. So I think that's about it. You're probably not gonna get a full 2 minutes of brushing with your little ones, but just trying to get good head control, pulling that bottom lip and bottom jaw down a little bit to get in there with our toothbrush. That's about it. Easy, right? Okay, this is what I do when I'm by myself. For little babies too, this gives me a little more control. So you can see I kind of tuck his arms under my legs here, and then he's kind of squirmy, but we can still get it done, and I'm still in that behind spot. I know, I'm sorry, we're gonna brush all the way around. I know, I'm sorry, buddy, we're almost done. Scrub it. As you can see, even when they're squirmy, you can still get a little bit of head control in here, and we're done. Okay, so as you guys all saw, me torturing my own kids and brushing their teeth. I hope that was helpful for you to kind of get an idea of how I get better control and I'm able to see the teeth better and just visualize where I'm getting in there to brush. Rather than going at them from the front like this, try to be behind them so you can see better and get a clearer idea of what's going on. as you saw with my 2-year-old, a lot of little ones, we like to sing songs. We do that here in the office too, singing the ABC song or Wheels on the Bus, something to just distract them and helps them know how long it's going to take. Sometimes I'll even just count while I'm doing it. Say, okay, we're going to brush each tooth 1, 2, 3, all the way around until we get to the end. Somehow that just usually relaxes them and calms them. As they get older, you might have saw with my newly 5-year-old, he turned 5 today. Happy birthday, Nolan. Is sometimes I'll pretend like I'm playing a detective and I will say, oh, I see a little sugar bug hiding over here. Now we got to chase him over here. Oh, he's hiding in the corner. I have to go get him. And he kind of likes to play that game that we're chasing the sugar bugs around and getting them all off of his teeth. So just some tips and tricks. There's also some really good brushing apps out there if you're into that, that have timers on them and play little videos and stuff while you're brushing. I'll post a couple of links below, so if you want to check those out, you can. The other thing I get a lot of questions about in the office are electric toothbrushes. Most electric toothbrushes are approved for kids ages 3 and up. I do think they do a pretty good job brushing. There is a difference. The ones you're going to get at like Walgreens or Target, like the $5 ones, do okay at first, but after a week or two, the battery starts to die, and then they don't do a very good job brushing after that. So you end up throwing them in the trash, every month or two. So if you're going to invest in an electric toothbrush, I would find one with a rechargeable battery. Sonicare or Oral-B have some good ones. This is the one I use for my own kids. So I like that they do a more efficient job brushing. The other thing I like about them is if your kids are like my kids, it gets them used to that kind of tickly, buzzy feeling that similar to the toothbrush we use in the office. Nolan used to say he didn't, like the buzzer feeling when he was in the office. So after using the electric toothbrush at home for a while, he just got more used to that sensation of that vibrating toothbrush. So using an electric toothbrush at home is going to do a good job cleaning, but it also may help with your next checkup because they're kind of used to that funny feeling. So I think that's about it. I hope it was helpful. I hope you go home and really scrub your kids' teeth and keep them extra clean. If you have any questions, be happy to answer them. Bye, guys.